What's up, everybody? And let me adjust the music. It seems fine. Let me adjust myself. And let me tweet out the stream starting. Okay, the tweet should be out. And let me change the music. Volume should be okay. So yeah, yesterday we started the work on config, and today off stream I reworked basically all of it. Yeah, because I didn't quite like how it worked. So yeah, I found an example, or rather I checking out the mods, and I found Farmer's Delight public version, and I pretty much copied most of its logic. So now there's the config class containing the file. It loads the file. If it doesn't exist, then it saves it, and it has the set and get max passengers. And this is then used in the entity to check the max passengers, and also in the Wheelbarrow mod menu integration. So yeah, that's inspired by the Farmer's Delight 2, and I'm using cloth config, so yeah, I had to add some dependencies, although I don't think they are actually client dependencies. Not sure about it. Yeah, I think not sure if the client has to install them. So we'll check that out later. Let me remove that and see if it works, and I will show you what it does in a moment. So yeah, just build config screen, which creates a cloth config screen, and then a category. Which I'm not sure where this text goes, but yeah, there's the category, and a single entry of the wheelbarrow get and set max passengers. Nothing too complicated. And it works. We found that line, so I guess. No, okay, never mind. I do need it. Okay. So I'm restart it. I will show you how it works, and after that, I will move on to the. I didn't undo that. And after that, I will move on to the Yeeting of the entities, which I'm not too sure how to go about just yet. Let's go immersive aircraft. Let's go snowy spirit. And I also want Joe's playlist, because he had a custom. I'm pretty sure I saw a video of his adding the keybind. Maybe it wasn't in the 1.20 series, but hopefully it's there. So let's open that too, and I will see in a moment. Oh, that's on setup in the main. And yeah, if you now go to the mod menu, there's the wheelbarrow, and it has drag and drop files into the window to add mods. Oh man, do that? Know that. Okay, so yeah, you open the config, and there's the maximum number of passengers. At the moment it's 16, because I'm working on a showcase image. You can see on the Twitter actually. that I've posted, but yeah. And nothing too special otherwise is going on. So today we have to add Yeeting of the villagers, which hopefully won't be that hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking a button on the keybind that you press that by default is right click, and if you have any passengers, then you will eat them away. And yeah, it will should show a tooltip like the press plus to dismount that shows up right now when you yoink something or when you start controlling a wheelbarrow with an entity inside. That's more or less how I see it. Okay, and what was it that I wanted to do actually? I wanted to find how I can add a keybind. Okay, so I'm probably starting with, not sure actually, where do I start? Okay, I'm probably going to need a packet for it. Oh man. Hmm. Okay, we will see. Get default name. Hmm. Oh, does Cope and Joe have any keybinds? Util, sound, world, key. Registry keys, keyframe. A boot, a get key. So I guess that was a different tutorial. That's fine, so let's check out this Snowy Spirit and immersive aircraft. Client main, maybe. Google view when entering a vehicle. Zooming, post load. Messages, okay, so probably that. Actually, let me open the Cup and Joe's. And Joe's mode, because I'm pretty sure he has network packets there, so I will be using that most likely. Let's go back here. There are messages, mixing, network, resources, green. Client fabric, common fabric. Tooltip, upgrade. Okay, where's something key related? Key bindings, okay. Where are those? Multi-key mapping, extends key mapping, overlay renderer, fallback key mapping. Okay, where's the key mapping? Okay, so that's from Minecraft. And then just add keys. Let's see how the Snowy Spirit does it. Maybe Fabric Wiki has a tutorial on that. Custom keybinds. Okay, nice. You have the key bindings API. Okay. I don't have it. So this is for the client. Makes sense. What are we doing here? Key binding helper, register key binding. GLFW, not sure what that stands for. Okay, but where was the snow spirit here? Is there anything key related? On data, on language, assets, the configs, come on, client, okay? Maybe it doesn't have any keybinds. Network. Config, client configs, supplier, okay, that's not it. Key. Okay, so I guess there are no custom keybinds here. That's fine. Client player send message. Okay, so let me try key binding helper. Okay, this wants me to use the helper sticky keys. But I don't think. I mean, this doesn't seem to be using any helpers. The what dependency does this want? Fabric key binding API version 1. Haven't seen anything like that here. So maybe I can just do it with the default keybinds. Oh man. Okay, there's the thumb, scroll thumb. Client Forge, Client Fabric. Okay, so this is using the key binding helper. Okay. Maybe I can just import that. Where would I put that? Okay, let me just do that here. Key binding helper. Register key binding. Okay, now I need a key binding. Oh. New multi-key. New fallback key. New key. I think I don't multi-keys. I think something you mean you're pressing multiple keys. Okay. Okay, man, why are there so many letters? What do they stand for? If configured instance, use custom keybind system. Do I have to take care of remapping myself? New key mapping. Where do I get key mapping from? Okay. Is that not what's called anymore? Key binding. Okay, so this one's the translation key. We call that. What do the keys have to be called? Where's the thumb here? Where's the English? here. Use custom keybind system option. Bindings, does this say? Key example mode spook. Key. Class mode ID. And let's see, Yeet. Should I call it something else? I mean, what would be an appropriate descriptive name? Kick out. I mean, Yeet is fine. I need the code. Type of the key binding. Key cell for keyboard. Util. Type. Okay. Is that how this is done here too? I guess. Okay, fallback. Category. Wait, where does it say that my keybind has been clicked? Okay, so I guess let me add the, where do I want to put it? I guess here. Public static register keybinds. And I probably want a map. With all of my keybinds so I can access them. Here, let me do the keybinds, register keybinds. And I import it. Okay, whatever. And what else do I need here? Fallback key. New key. Code. I use the codes CLFW. What does it stand for? OpenGL library. Key. Okay, actually it's supposed to be mouse, my bad. Mouse. Mouse button. Okay, I think that's two. What else does it want? Integer code. Okay, code. I don't know what the code is supposed to be. Category. Key immersive aircraft. Name. Okay, so I guess I don't need that. Need the category. I guess. Category. And what do I call it? Whatever, wheelbarrow. here I probably want to save that somewhere. So public static final. Okay, so here this is a static method. Bindings. How does it import it? Okay, so it just imports that and doesn't do anything with it, I guess. Hmm. Public static final key binding. Eat. Man, I hate that. If I want to do it like that, then it can be final, despite this being pretty much final. I don't want you to modify it. Should I change something then? Public static final. Can't I just do it here then? I mean, I can. Oh, never mind, I can because I have to register it. Okay, so yeah, I can set it here, then do eat. Yes, that looks fine. More or less correct. Okay, so yeah, I like that. Now it's final and it's set. Hmm. Okay, so now let me try to run it first. Let's see any errors. So if you click if you right click when you're in the wheelbarrow, we eat something, and otherwise we don't care. Pretty simple. Operator, item stub. Mouse settings, not it, keybinds. Okay, nice. Category, wheelbarrow. So let me change that to keybinds. Let's add those translation. Oh yeah, and I also added the Polish translation. I need category, keybinds, wheelbarrow, and I guess in the key. Eat. Man, what would be the term? Like, what is it called actually? Because it may not be obvious to other people. How do I call it? No, let's get ChatGPT on it because I can't think anything at the moment. I'm making a wheelbarrow in my game, and it has a yeet functionality where it kicks out current passenger. It kicks out the current passenger. What would be a more friendly and appropriate It's older than heat. Eject. Okay, like eject. Unload. Evict. Okay, like eject. I mean, it can be called heat internally, but here I just do eject. Let's see if the translations are correct. What would eject be in Polish? I'm blanking on it. Okay, I guess. Same. Wheelbarrow and eject. Eject. So now I need to get the left button. Keyboard 1. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely not it. Code. In Minecraft. How do I find it? Mouse. I mean, okay, nice. Hopefully that's it. So I guess mouse button 1, 2, and whatever are just programmable buttons. Programmable. Oh, I didn't update the stream title again. Okay, that's still not it. Where are the Minecraft game options? Binding, okay, forward. New key binding. So let's see, left key. Left, okay. Where's the attack? Type mouse. 0. Use. We want to do the same. Key, attack. And key categories. Categories, okay, so that's how I'm supposed to do it. What do I call it? Key, categories, wheelbarrow, title, whatever. Oh, that's fine. This needs type. And where's type? Where does type come from? Type token. Input util type. Oh man, why did that? Lost it. Input util type. Type mouse. And this has to be 1. Okay. And let's update the translation keys. So this is now key, categories, title. Now it should show mouse button right, hopefully. Type mouse, 1, key categories gameplay. Okay, so whatever, let me just do that. If it ever becomes an issue, then I will change it. This key is also used for that. That's not ideal. Inject, okay. Why does this not work? This is a key binding. It has a type mouse. This is the code 1. Okay, it should just change it to 1. Let me change the language to see the translation is working too. Sorry. Okay, it is. This is still wrong for some reason. Oh man, where did my voice go? English, US. Okay, so how do I add the mouse here? Mouse key binding was pressed. Okay, so that's how you do it. Pointing to your keybind. That's easy enough. Event. Will I be adding an event? And the client. Tick. Key bindings is down. Set inputs. In the vehicle entity. Okay, but are there other? For example, this mount. Mount on board, this mount. Okay, client display message. We'll want to do that. Click pilot if bindings, this mount consume click. Okay, so that's the jumping. Network handler sent to server. Shouldn't that be done on client? Not sure. Other somewhere else. Okay, do they not use mouse? Okay, they do. It's for multi-key. So I mean mouse button 2. Type mouse. Okay, so it takes in the mouse. Okay, then it's also type. And that. List add, return key. List. This list, I guess. So I mean, whatever. For now, it can stay, I guess. Let's just try to make it log thing. Tag add provider. So I mean, what would be the messages before if I don't need to, if I can do that in the entity? Code here will print key1 was pressed in game. Keep note that this is entirely client side. To have the server respond to a keybind, you'll need to send a custom packet. Have the server handle it separately. Okay, so I'd like to, when you set a keybind, then I guess send that packet. Then I would like to get the player, get their vehicle, and if it's the wheelbarrow entity, then do F thing I guess. And that's how I'm supposed to do it. I mean, they tell me to use the messages. So let's do that. Okay, so client tick events on and client tick. Register client. Key binding. I guess my eat was pressed. What else does it have? Equals compared to is pressed. Set pressed was pressed. Code here will print one in game. Let me see the Joe's implementation again. Joe keybind. Custom key bindings. Okay, so it was for that. 119.
Let's press some buttons. The next tutorial.
Let's see that. Okay, networking. Where's the GitHub repo here? Keybinds and networking, I think. Are the branches I want. Networking, what's next? That on the player. Let's try that. Client, player, send message. No, it's that text, I don't think. Minecraft text. Where's Minecraft text? Texture here. Where am I? Here. Okay, so let's see if that's doing anything. And let's see how Joe did it. Realm on the client, key input handler, event. Okay, so the same way was pressed. And we send with the client's player networking a message. Okay. Register. Okay, nice. So that's almost how I do it. Except I have the final key binding. Let's see, now if I press 1 and should just print the message because I'm not checking for anything else. No, yep. Okay, so that's concerning because I want it to be right click. Inject. Right the button. Okay, so now it's not doing anything. I mean, I guess, can I not have it be a right click? Yeah, I guess I won't be able to have it be right click. What else could it be? What would be a button that makes sense? F is used for swapping. Minecraft can't. Fabric. Mouse button keybind. Mouse key binding. Never look, but wouldn't be mouse name of variable. Should I bind the keybind element to a mouse? Okay, no answers. Mouse button key bindings aren't working properly in Minecraft. Probably a keybind conflict. We're only listening to the keyboard events and ignoring mouse. Doing the same issue. Any action to a mouse button now or to keyboard key? What to assign extra mouse buttons to? Is there a mode that lets you? Okay, -9 is 7, so that's just a key handler. Key input event does not fire at all for mouse buttons. Needs to listen for mouse event. To event button -100. All of you face this problem, and now me too. I wrote some code on event, input event key. Okay. -100. Okay, so I mean, I probably can't have it be mouse anyway. So let's just make it default. Let's have it be Z for now. Z key. Oh man, where do I get the key from again? Key. Where did that go suddenly? GLFW, so that's it. EZ. Okay. See if that's Z. And I mean, I'm not a fan of it being Z. I guess. Is there a better alternative? I mean, it can be Z for now, whatever. I mean, you can always keybind it, rather rebind it yourself. So now I need to, was pressed, I will need to send an event. Networking, mod messages. Packet, example, drinking, so drinking packet. This is happening on server, okay. Okay, so there's the player. That should be easy enough. I'm not sure if I will have to send any special data. Hopefully not. Oh, did it rebind itself? Did. Okay, and now it's Z by default. Nice. Okay, so I have to get that keybind, so yeet get key, translation key, get bound key, localized text. Okay, so probably something like that. Well, that's for later. So now let's add a packet in client, I guess. Working, and let's see all the messages. That should probably mean server, actually. Or R. And these are server imports. Okay, so that's probably on the server. Networking. Messages Java class. Final. Eat. Okay, something like that. Now in, okay, so there's receive. Okay, that's for, oh, so that has to be the an identifier, okay. Eat ID equals new identifier. Eat, okay, register. Void register C2 as packets. And server play networking register global receiver eat ID and the handler, which is going to be my packets receive method. Oh man, I've messed something up. Restart. Hopefully Java starts, nice, and now just packets. Eat client to server packet. Let's see, let's have it just be empty for now. Server, client, pressed, thingy. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Hopefully that works now, and now I just need to send it in the keybind. Key input handler and client play networking. Just send, okay. That has to be mode messages. Eat ID. Just that. Okay, and can I pass something here? No. And do I fill it with anything? Like, what if I want it to contain something? Is there a right? Just set stuff. Okay, I don't know. Enough about packets and buffers. Okay, so that should be all that's needed for the server to get that the client has pressed a button. I'm just absolutely flying through it. So now I'm pressing Z and nothing's happening. Huh. Okay, because I don't think I've registered my mod messages. So where do I register these? In the... So that's on server. Server needs to know about the client to server messages. If I press Z, should see some messages in the console log. Nice. So yeah, if I'm holding that, then it just keeps doing it. So I mean, that's fine. We can yeet a lot of stuff really quickly. Let's commit all of that. And now, how can I tell if the player has, or there is inside of the wheelbarrow? Let's say player, get, vehicle. Can I do that? I can. Okay, so entity, vehicle, player, vehicle. Okay, so nice. Okay, it's going so smoothly. Okay, and now I will probably just add a method on wheelbarrow, eat something, and yeah. And then I will have to figure out the logic for it. That should be. We'll see. Yeah, I was thinking I'm going to get stuck on this thing. Okay, so yeah, vehicle now. Now. Okay, so I probably want to send that keybind. Send that only when you are. Actually, can I do that? What's client? Okay, I don't think I can actually. I don't think I can do any checks here like client, player. Can, nice. Get vehicle. Client. Okay, because I don't want to send it if clients, I think it's better practice for clients to check themselves if they are inside of the wheelbarrow and only then send the event. The server will also check for it because something might have changed. Yeah, I think if the packet doesn't need to be sent anyway, then why send it? Now I should see 2 logs. Yeah, okay, client now. Nice. So if client player get vehicle instance of wheelbarrow entity, then we send the event here. If not vehicle, whatever, let's do that. Man, I hate that it doesn't have the like type narrowing. I think that's what we called in TypeScript. But yeah, if I check here, if not vehicle entity, actually I think I can do that. Rather player get vehicle instance of. Never mind, I can do that, my man. And we return, and here I should have access to the wheelbarrow. Nice, okay. So I also will have to check for the or wheelbarrow controlling. Let's check that in a moment. Player is controlling. Get controlling passenger equals player. Can the entity, living entity, equal server player entity? We'll see if I can check it like that. Okay, but now this should only run when you are riding the wheelbarrow. And yeah, here also check if you are decontrolling. And wheelbarrow, get controlling passenger, equals client player. So yeah, that this is when we want to send the packet. But it doesn't run for other players. And now Z, okay, so it's controlling true. So now if or wheelbarrow get controlling passenger is not the player, and we return eating stuff by player. Okay, so now I should be able to start 2 clients. Oh, by the way, sorry. Forgot that I'm not zoomed in, my bad. Oh man. So sorry for that. I think that's 5. Not sure. Hope that's 5. So that's 5. So I have 2 clients, and I forgot which one is which. Okay, so this is the second one. No, this is the first one. Now let's make sure that only the controlling passenger can do that. So here if I press Z, yep. And I also need to actually, let me add a to do, because there's a thing that I need to, okay, whatever. I don't need that to do, I will remember it. Adjust the zombies sitting position when they are on top of each other in case of multiple entities sitting there. Here if I press Z, nothing's happening. If I press Z here, yep, then they should be eaten. Okay. Now here if I press Z, okay, yep. Working as intended, nice. Actually, if I were to join back in, so this guy got in. Okay, but no, I want here, want this guy to be the one riding. Okay, and I can't yoink the player, right? The player gets in. Now, if I get the villager, okay, so yeah, I need to adjust the height here because this is working on the full player height when they are sitting. I gotta adjust that. Same for zombies. Zombies, all of the zombies are sitting. Where, yeah, but they are working with the standing height. Well, I will have to adjust that. Okay, but yeah, that's nice. This is working, and now let's add the eating logic, I guess. Packets only when... what's the word I'm looking for? appropriate. And here I just need to go through. I need to get the last entity, so let passengers order list entity passengers equals wheelbarrow get passenger list passenger deep. Okay. Passenger list. Okay, that's from here and that's from here. Slice sublist. Okay, from one to the end. Can I get passenger list size? Okay, so now I'm going through all the passengers that aren't the main passengers, and now passengers at get. Okay, how do can I just access it without checking if it exists? Passenger to eat. However, actually, I just want to call on the wheelbarrow entity. Okay, so I don't want to do that here. Just want to do wheelbarrow. So it doesn't have any methods. So I guess I can undo that, check then. Okay, so let's see. I will add that method at the end. Okay, so that's not private, but that's public. Void eat there eat thing. Okay, I have yoink, can be yoinked, yep. Eat passenger. So list of entity passengers equals this get passenger list and sublist 1 2. Okay, so I guess I need to check whatever. So let's first check if there are any passengers. If passengers length or other size greater than 1 is smaller than or equal to 1, then we return. Okay, and otherwise we need to get the last passengers. So last passengers, so entity last passenger, passengers add passengers size -1, eating passenger plus last passenger. Okay, so what's that? Integer is undefined. Okay, so what does it? What should it be? Get? Okay, so it's get. My bad. That should be okay. No, and I need to call it in the packet. Okay, so if player get vehicle instance of wheelbarrow and wheelbarrow get controlling passenger equals player, then we do wheelbarrow eat. Eat last passenger. Okay, let me rename that. Now that should be working. Man, I love programming when there are no issues. I'm having so much fun now, just going through it. Everything's working one by one. Or step by step. Okay, so now I press Z, nothing's happening. Yep. And if I yoink that guy, hey buddy, nice. And press Z, okay, yep, it should tell me that it's eating him. And if I were to have a cow, then it should tell me that it's eating a cow. The cow. Get in, and Z, yep. Okay, so how do I do that actually? Last passenger, stop riding this. Okay, why does it just dismount vehicle? Okay, so let's try that first. That's probably not going to work how I want it to, because I need them to have a velocity. I mean, I can just dismount them and then set their position. I guess that could work. Yeah, get their height, because this is going to be this might be really high. I want you to just eat them off the top, from the top. Yep, okay, nice. So get back here. So if I were to rather, okay, that's going to be double y equals get y. And if I do passenger set position, okay, yep. I need them to have, okay, so I need to get the controlling passenger. Okay, so I need to do the same thing as being done here. This time forwards. I don't care about block position. Dismount Y offset, I don't care about that either. I need these to actually be their own variables. Oh, never mind. Okay, they are declared earlier. Oh man, sorry. Okay, so offset equals order eat passenger. Okay, so there's y, there's your radians, your sine, your cosine. Okay, so all that good stuff. Okay, and if I were to have that be, maybe I don't need to offset it at all actually. Maybe I can just add the velocity. Yeah, what if I just use, what if I just add, okay, no, never mind. Okay, I need to set, update their position. Okay, ideally I would like to bypass my get passenger for this mount, but I don't think I can do it. So if I just were to do that, change that to, let's say, 2, just to see where this goes. And where's y here? Okay, so now they should be dismounted at the height they're at, but just 2 blocks ahead. 2 blocks ahead, in front, forwards, not sure what the word is. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I mean, not sure why it took them a moment to fall. Okay, so this fell. This guy fell instantly. This guy as well. In. Yeah, this guy is falling instantly. Okay, so I mean that's fine. Okay, that's not fine. I mean, it does look funny, but I'm not sure why that's happening. Oh. Hmm. Okay, so first let's... Okay, but what if they were to be dismounted at the position they are at, and what if I were to give them a velocity? I think that's a more realistic. The velocity would be the wheelbarrow's velocity plus some value so that they just get ejected in front. I mean, that's fine. And the stop riding then set position. I don't mind that too much. Yeah, now I have to give them the velocity. So this guy just fell. Same with this guy. Okay, so I need the velocity to be a value that ejects them. Yeah, so that they don't just... what's the word I'm looking for? Zone, not zone. Phase through the wheelbarrow. And they're the only passenger, so... Passenger set velocity. Maybe update velocity. No, add velocity. Okay, I can do that. Let's get velocity. Update velocity. Okay, so I want to get that value. Movement input to velocity. Oh, let me think. How do I do that? Okay, so they don't need any offsets. Then get rid of that. Just set, yeah, update their position to whatever it was previously, because I mean, it's either stop riding and set position, the position they had, or it's like some additional logic in get dismount position with the currently getting yeeted passenger. Yeah, I would set the... I would set this passenger being yeeted to that passenger, and then in get dismount position, just change the logic there. So I mean, that's kind of like that better, so that I can avoid calculating the get passenger dismount position anyway. Not going to be used. See, if I go to here, dismounting, yeah, this is probably being called when I'm eating a thing. So I wonder if I could set it and then just reset it. Offset vector, get passenger dismount offset. What's offset vector being used for? Can I just move it here? What went wrong? Not sure. Guess JVM crashed. Okay, so yeah, let's refactor it slightly first and then think what the logic should look like. At velocity. Because ideally I would want a velocity that has set velocity, update velocity. Update velocity. Okay, because I like that. Movement input velocity. So that's just in Z direction. Okay, but where do I do the yaw? Okay, so I guess that's the thing, I don't need the yaw. Maybe I wish we'll be able to use that. I really don't like calculating the yaw offset myself. The coordinates position. Okay, if I press Z, they just fall, and the other should be the dismounting that guy, yep. Okay, so now if I were to... I don't need that, and I don't need that. Okay, so that's really easy. All that networking and key binding stuff. That's nice. Okay, so I guess I would like to do this passenger being yeeted equals passenger. And just passenger stop riding. So private entity passenger being yeeted. Okay, how can I mark that as nullable? Can I do that? How do you do that in Java? Java nullable class field. Optional. Can I do equals null? I can. So is being yeeted plus this passenger being yeeted equals passenger if passenger being yeeted equals passenger, is passenger being yeeted equals null, and return. And passenger get position. Okay, so just position without any changes. Okay, so that should be easy enough, I guess. It's more or less what I'm trying to do. If yeah, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. Not sure if there's any issue with me saving the entity here, but I mean I'm already doing that for the previous controlling passenger, which should be fine. Yeah, this guy is not riding, and this guy is not riding either. Nice. Link here body, nice. Okay, now maybe passenger position. Update. So I want to do that. Passenger update velocity. Let's say 2. Here new vec. And I want that to be, let's say, 1. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. I wonder if I can update their velocity and then dismount them. Yeah, because if not, then I will probably have to go back to the previous solution, previous attempt, was it previous implementation? Sorry, I blanked on that. Where I dismount them and then update their position. Nice. Yeah, but that's just Z, so it doesn't care. Yep. So I need to rotate it somehow. I guess that can go slightly up. Set it to 1. How can I rotate it? Update velocity. Yeah, because like where I end that somewhere, not sure where. Set velocity. Is that it? No. Where is that? That's in update velocity. Set ion. Lamp passenger ion. That's for update passenger for dismount. Okay, so maybe I do have to do that. Rotate. Can I do that? Rotate Y. This get ion. Is that going to work? And is that a method I could have been using? Okay, it is. Oh man, so I'll refactor that, I guess. To do refactor other vectors to use it. Okay, so now, nice. So it is working, except it's sometimes the other way not working, I guess. So I mean, speed is fine. I like the speed. I guess I don't like the amount. Let's have it be 2. That'd be 7. Let's try that. And why is that not working? Maybe I can't do it like that after all. Let's see, this is just getting, yeah, cosine and sine. And then this is getting the x is cosine. Hmm. Update velocity. What is the difference between update and set? Okay, because, okay, so I see here this is using the yaw, okay. I need to do set velocity. What does it want? Okay, so no speed, okay. I mean, maybe that's fine. Add velocity, maybe that. This set velocity, this get velocity add. Okay, so probably that actually. That's probably what I'm trying to do. Okay, wrong button. Nice, although it was wrong direction. Yeah, the direction is slightly off for some reason. Sure why. But it seems to be the same direction. So rotate is probably off. See here, it's backwards. Here it's also backwards. Here it's forwards. I'm looking that way. Is it? Okay, now, so this is random actually. So I probably need to do set velocity. And this get velocity. Add. That. Rotate Y. Set velocity. Undefined for that. Set velocity. Okay. Maybe that's correct and not that high. About 0.4. Sorry about my microphone. I'm trying to think, what else will I have to do? Okay, so after I finish that, the mod is pretty much ready for publishing. Just for the fact that I would like it to be on other versions too. And I need to add the CI for publishing. Maybe tomorrow we'll just do publishing. Okay, now I think I have to get it approved first. Approved first, and then I can work on CI, not sure. Where do you go now? Okay, so different direction again. Okay, but the same. This is just always slightly to the left. No, it's not. So I guess I can't use the set velocity, get velocity. Okay, so let's try that, I guess. Let's have that be one block in front. Double z equals that, and now new vector x, y, and z, and y is this other passenger 0. Never mind, a half. Now that should put them in front, or rather set their velocity. Get velocity add. Does this take into account your... I think it does, yeah, okay. Doesn't take into account any rotation. Oh, man, I hate that I'm struggling so much with the rotation every time. Yeah, because the updated velocity with speed was actually really good. Oh, okay. Guess they are just gone. Odd. Oh, that's because that's a really large velocity. Ah. Okay, so I don't want that. Actually, I just want it to be that. Maybe. Yeah, you gotta get better at the yaws and the rotations. It shouldn't be that big of a hassle every time. Nice. Okay, very nice. So if I'm standing still, that's too much, definitely. About two of them. Let me change that first, so I don't have to run after them so far. About a quarter. Maybe this 7.5 or 6. Okay, but why was passenger update velocity? Okay, it wasn't working because this is using the passenger CEO. Yep. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that's a bit too high. Other than that, it's almost perfect. Maybe that's still a bit too large. So that'd be 3. And then I will test it on ice. If their velocity is preserved. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's just really... Okay, nice. That's perfect. Just a slight like nudge there. Okay, I like that. Maybe still a bit too much in front. And maybe just slightly too much still in the offset department. But yeah, other than that, I really like what I'm seeing. Okay, man, that was a really easy feature to implement. So nice. Yeah, that's okay. I wish I could adjust the speed so that it happened faster. Rather, Okay, but yeah, that's really nice. Like, I think that's perfect. That should make it really easy to, like, let's say I want that guy to get into that hole. Almost. Again. Okay, nice. So yeah, that would be it. Cool. So let me check other entities too. Maybe it should actually be just a touch larger. And maybe have something to do with the entity's width. Okay, I think I need to add a bit of entity's width to it. Let's see. Passenger, rather, width. See what the villagers and cows widths are. Yeah, spider, I guess. It's another one. Because I want to make sure that they don't get stuck on top and get eaten in front. They end up in front after you eat them. So that's 0.9 and guy is 0.6. Let's see if this is that much. Let's see, that's 1/4. So maybe this plus passenger get width times. Okay, so that's 1/10. And I think I want. So that would be. I mean, that's fine. Probably. Do that. So let's check cow, horse, villager, and the spider. And then let's check how it works on ice. Not me, but you. Okay, nice. Nice. See, a horse and a spider. Let's check cave spider too. Okay. That's just that's slightly aggressive, but I mean I'm fine with it. And like that's still a manageable distance, I think. Maybe I should subtract a small amount from it. How about a cave spider? So I mean, I think it's fine. Okay, it's fine. No need to dwell on it. And if it's not fine, then I can always adjust that later. Okay, man, but I'm really not a fan of having to do that. Is that really not? See. Minecraft, Fabric, Java, modding, Java, velocity, yo helper. Path over entity, velocity with Fabric. Nope. Minecraft, Fabric 1.20.4. Is there a helper function in any of Minecraft Java built-in libraries that would rotate a vector? Rather, that would make vector yo aware, as in if I want to move a vector x by 0.5, 0, 1.5 in with your whatever 120, something order in relation to this get yo. Is there something that would do it instead of the way? Instead of the oh man, I don't think I could have worded that earlier, worse. There isn't a built-in helper function specifically designed to do that, okay? So I mean that's whatever. What's the update velocity? Movement input to velocity. So this takes in a vector, a speed, and the yaw, then adds that vector to it. Okay, so we have length squared. If that length is smaller than a really small number, then we return 0. Otherwise, we normalize it. If d is greater than 0, we normalize it. And then multiply it by speed. And then we rotate it by, well, let's see how much. Okay, so this is the sine, cosine stuff I'm doing. This isn't, see, this isn't, where is it? This isn't using the larger sine, cosine, and the one or the other. This is using both. I think the same way my set rather spawn particle method does it. Yeah, here we have, yep, x times g, which is cosine, yep, minus z times sine. Okay. Okay, so that's what I want to do. So I mean, I finished the feature I wanted to have finished. I mean, I don't have anything else planned for today, because next, let's see, let me think, what are the next things that need to be done? Publishing. So okay, tomorrow stream I will submit my mod verification on Modrinth. and then after it's verified on weekend, okay, because tomorrow, never mind, tomorrow is Thursday, so I don't think there's anything I want to do on tomorrow's and day after tomorrow's streams that I want to, yeah, anything that I would want to do on tomorrow and the day after tomorrow's streams, because nothing interesting is left, and there's just CI and porting to other versions. Okay, so I guess tomorrow we can work on porting this to a different version, to other 1.20 Minecraft versions. So yeah, today let's just try to figure out how to refactor it. It does the same. See, I want private vector, I guess, yep. Can just paste it. Private static. Rotate input by, rather rotate the vector by yaw. I don't care about that. Let's do that always. New vec. And this is probably the pure radiance, so that I'm guessing. So this is length. Not sure why it has to be normalized. Oh, and there's speed, huh? Wonder, I'm not sure if I can use it actually for that, because there's speed here. So let's just not have speed, but just for multiplying. Wonder why I would normalize it first. Rotating. Normalized. So that's not going to be too interesting. Like he wants to finally figure out what's happening here. With vector by yaw. Okay, so there are doubles here. This is a double, so I can just change all of these to doubles. Okay, I can't change that. I guess. Why is that, by the way, in the math helper? Okay, whatever, so they can be cast, I don't mind. Double, yep. Okay, so rotating that, and now let's see if I go here. Get velocity. Manually rotated. And this is this vector. And helper rotated. This rotate vector with yaw. So I want to do new vec 3D. I want that to be 15f plus load. Okay, I think it's just offset. Offset and offset. Should be accessed in static way. Okay. Okay, so now I would want them to be the same. That's what I need them to be. Have I restarted my ball? I wasn't looking. No, I forgot. Okay, sorry, had to answer somebody. So let's see those vectors. Should check that on, by the way, on myself, so that's easier to. Let's see, rotating, manually rotated is that. Okay, so that's not the same, yep. They're rotating, okay, never mind. Normalized is that. And yeah, that's not it at all, for some reason. Helper rotated. Okay, why are those values so different from each other? Let me do that here. Hmm. I think the issue here is because I was using the. I'm not sure. Whatever, let's test that on myself first when I'm dismounting. Take a rotate vector with yaw. This get yaw. A vector. And manually rotated. Manually rotated. Get passenger dismount offset. Okay. Now by that. See, now the log should be showing only when I'm dismounting. The helper rotated, manually rotated. Okay, but that's... Oh. Okay, let me do that here. And that. Okay, never mind, not that, but it's to be here, rather. And now I want those two to be the same value, and I'm not sure, even if they end up being the same value, I'm not sure if I can use that for particles. Because particles are doing it in their own way. Also, so there's that. No, sorry. Rotating that, normalize this, that. Helper rotated, manually rotated. Oh, whatever. Or is it whatever? Let me think. Do I want to give up on that? Because what I'm trying to do is in the spawn particle method. Your sine, your cosine. Rotate vector with yo. What if I were to okay. If I were to not normalize it, just hypothetically, what if I were to or not to do that? So yeah, spawn particle is getting basically offset in two directions as well. And adding that. So that's not working either. Whatever. I actually don't really care enough to spend the time on that. So let's ignore it if it's working. Okay, I wanted to check that on ice, and I also forgot I need to add the pop-up for the player that they can eat something using the assigned key. Okay, that's what we will be doing now. Passenger being eaten. Okay. That's a refactor. That's velocity logic. Okay, and now on ice. See what it looks like on ice. Maybe I shouldn't do that here. Actually, it's fine for me to do it here. I think. Okay, so now if I'm going really fast. Oh, okay, so he got left behind. Can't do that. I'm just going. Okay, so yeah, that's not working. Oh man, hey, buddy, get in. Okay, nice. 5 minutes. If I'm going backwards, no, him, but him. Okay, so I need to multiply it, I guess, by my velocity, maybe. Let's see. Yeeting passenger. This get velocity. Does this get velocity? Rather. Thing. Here I want to have this get velocity. Length. Really care about it being squared. I don't think that matters. Yeah, let me test that on, I guess, regular ice. That's more manageable. Like a small arena, so okay, so we are still slippery here. I'll do that. See now if I do me. Okay, so yeah, my velocity is 0. Expected. Now my velocity is also 0. Why is that? Shouldn't be. Maybe I need other good velocity. Or rather, wait, what's that steer? Do I do that? Okay, I do update velocity. So what is it I'm looking for? It's not velocity. Velocity decay, velocity dirty. Can we just do that in tick? Maybe update velocity, whatever it can be in tick. So here I have update limbs. Add velocity. Maybe a multiplier. Length. Get speed. Length. I mean, okay, I'm not sure what I'm missing. Like, shouldn't be that. Okay, so yeah, now I do have the velocity. And is there, okay, and length is there too. Multiplier is 0. Okay, so velocity now should be pretty much 0. Length, yeah, okay, length is a really small number. Okay, so that's correct. Why is that not working for this mount then? Yeeting passenger. Get velocity length. Okay, so that should be it. Why does this not exist? Otherwise that's 0 when I'm eating stuff out. I think I want something that doesn't move. So how do I spawn? Okay, I don't have any windows open. Browser windows open. Minecraft. Spawn still entity. Summon that. No. Yep. Can I still yoink you? I can. Nice. Now can I? Huh. So I guess that's not going to work. So yeah, now okay, now I wasn't moving. What's other? Why is that empty? Okay, so I put envy here. But yeah, if I'm moving, okay, now forwards and still 0. Hmm. So do I need to calculate my velocity based on previous x and z? Okay, actually I just figured that out off stream, and today let's work on having the having the pop-up that you can eat stuff out. To do add wheelbarrows velocity. How many to-dos do I have here? Okay, so actually I haven't added anything here, so I guess I can just remove that. I'm pretty sure I'm fine with the default implementation. Yeah, the only thing that's different is that fire. But actually I do want it because that it doesn't care about lightning strike. Hmm. Do I want it or do I not want it? Yeah, I'll just let me think. Because on the one hand it's nice that it can like get struck by lightning and deoxidize. And it probably would still work when if it wasn't invulnerable to fire. But if it was struck by lightning. Yeah, so like let's see. 4 is nice feature. Wheelbarrow survives after getting struck by and deoxidizes against not how Minecraft entities do it. So yeah, both minecart and the boat get destroyed when they are set on fire. And it's only 2 lines, but all of this block has to stay. Actually, what if I were to entity damage method? Or is it on damage? No, this is damage. Okay, what? Am I looking for the vehicle entities damage method? I am. Okay, so maybe I could just override it and then call it anyway. Like later. Just have that check in front. Let's see. Need the flint and steel. Get out. If I set it on fire, and then doesn't care. And if I have an oxidized wheelbarrow, and I summon lightning. Okay, then it doesn't care either. And if I were to comment all of that, then it would just get burned. So now if I strike it with lightning, it will just die. Yep. And if I set it on fire, yeah, then it also just dies. I mean, that's pretty lame. Can I have my cake and eat it too? I were to not override, or rather maybe public boolean damage. Damage. What if I were to just have that check here? Just that. will I have that feature and a lot less code. That will be nice. So let's see. I set it on fire. I can. It doesn't care. Strike it with lightning. I can. It doesn't care. Can I? Oops. Does it still wobble? It does. And does it still get destroyed in lava? It does. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's it done. That's the way I want it to work. Nice. So to-do was resolved. Entity damage method. Okay, so now let's work on the notification. What to-dos do I have? It's only that one. Nice. Okay, and I will to do off stream. I'll probably update the readme too. Yeah, over the weekend I will publish it on tomorrow, whatever. But yeah, this week the mode should be finished. So that's nice. Let's see, when you add a passenger, can add a passenger, add a passenger. Okay, so yeah, step height, and if passenger get world is client, and passenger passenger send a message, text literal hello. I do that. What's going to happen if I do that for a cow, for example? Nice. How do I make it work only for the player? I need Cowp and Joe's thingy again. Tutorial, GitHub, tutorial mode. And I remember him having that message be the pop-up, rather not in chat, but the ranking, notify the player, send message. Okay, fill style. That's in chat. Pretty sure. Was a way to send a message. Under the same way the boat does it. And when it's telling you that you can dismount. Send message. Maybe that's only for player. And passenger. Instance of player entity. Player entity, send message. Okay, so yeah. Overlay. So if I want it to be the entity controlling passenger. Boolean is controlled was controlling passenger instance of player entity. So if is controlled by player, is controlled by player, and passenger is not controlling passenger. So yeah, if any other entity is being added, then we do player entity, another controlling passenger, send the message, and we do that. Yep. Okay, so if it's controlled by the player, and I do that on both server and client. I guess I will see. I think if it's controlled by player and passenger is different from controlling passenger. It's not the controlling passenger. Let's see. It seems more or less fine. Let's see. Now, if I yoink you, there's the message. If I key yoink you again, yep, there's the message. Message. And if okay, so I thought I have to, because that's the behavior I wanted. I want the pop-up to be there when you mount a wheelbarrow with other entities there already. But I have to add a separate check for that. Looks like I don't have to do that for some reason. Nice, hello. Hello again. Nice. Not sure why that is, but sure. Let's see, we probably wants to start some other client too in a moment, but okay. Let's relatable. Let's make that okay, and I need arguments, yep. And here I would like to pass let me see on Fabric Wiki. In translations, how do you do values? Okay, like that. Let me pass variables here. Translatable, so I want that to be data assets, key categories, key item. Where do I put it? Yes, key, heat, tooltip, press S, I think. Java string format. How do I do a string? Any type, string value. Okay. To eject passengers. Wheelbarrow mode ID. That, and here I need to do wheelbarrow their mode key bindings, keybinds, eat, get, not default, but maybe bound key, localized text. Yes, we'll see what's that. Okay, I guess I messed something up. Keybinds. Oh, because I'm on server. Ah, that's less than ideal. Okay, how do I do it then? Do I need do it on client? I mean, I guess it would make sense for me to do it on client. So let's try to do that on client. So I have game events import here. So where can I add that? End client tick events, client tick events, start world tick, client tick, and add register listener. Okay, but I want that to happen on on mounting rather than adding passenger. So okay, because I mean that's fine solution. It's probably a fine solution, but not if I can't use keybinds here. I mean, it makes sense that a server wouldn't have to know about that. Z to eject passengers. Z, yep. Mount. Why was there? Oh, I know, because okay, okay, there is the tooltip is there again because when you when you remove a passenger, then you actually remove all passengers, then add them back in one by one without the one that you are removing. So I'm starting to think that maybe I don't need that feature. I guess I'll just ask on Modern Minecraft Discord. Somebody has ever done anything like that and has any tips. If they come up with something, then I will try that. If not, then I don't think I want to go through the hassle of implementing that. Get keybind from client. Żeby wyrzucić what are passengers. Let's check what the message should be in Polish. Get in, buddy. Come on, okay. Press Z to eject passengers, and if I change the language. Okay, so one word has to be changed. But other than that, it's exactly what I want it to be, need it to be. There. Okay, so entity, Yeeting, keybind tooltip, key tooltip. So yeah, I got the last feature done today, and now just tomorrow and the day after tomorrow we gotta finish. Do the oh man, I forgot the expression. What is the expression? Do the closing steps. That's not it. I basically just finish CI, publish it, and yeah, I should resolve those to-dos tomorrow stream. So yeah, we should tomorrow's stream should be just making the CI work if I get my mod approved time. So let's also just see if the message is going to appear for the passenger too, which it shouldn't. So yeah, the message should be there only for hip them. That's all. Okay, so that's all. Not sure why that just happened. That. Okay, so I guess I gotta figure that out too. So one more to do. Do Yeeting player is wrong. Well, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye.